Hi friends, it's Vic from Full Cycle. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's kind of a gloomy day outside, and you know what those gloomy days are best for? Cleaning your dirty bike. Alright, we're out here. I want to say the middle of fall, and it's going to be a little bit more rainy from here on in, and this is the time when the trails start getting a little muddier, all the gravel trails start getting a little bit grittier, and all that stuff ends up caked on your bike. So today we're going to go through the proper steps on how to clean that off. There are lots of different products you can use to clean your bike out there. Today we're going to be using the Muck Off bike cleaner, their drivetrain cleaner, and we're also going to be using their pressure washer. So first step, we're going to do just a preliminary spray down just to get any loose dirt or dust or anything off of there before we put the soap on. Warning, this is a serious message with peace and love. Do not ever point your pressure washer directly at any bearing surface on your bike. That's the bottom brackets, any suspension pivots, your derailleur, your headset bearings, your wheel bearings, anything like that. If water seeps in through that seal, it's going to start breaking down the grease that's been packed inside, and you're going to lose all of that, and then your bearing's going to be running dry. Okay, so now we're going to connect our soap up to our pressure washer, and we're going to spray this bad boy down. Now that we've let the soap sit for a little bit, all the dirtiest parts should be broken down, but we're going to go in and we're going to hand inspect, see if there are any parts that we didn't get. We're going to go in with a brush and just give it a little bit of a scrub down. Okay, so once you've done all your hand scrubbing, you're going to go back in with your pressure washer again, and you're going to spray that bad boy down a second time. Okay, so now that the bike's been rinsed off a second time, that's it for the bulk of the parts, like the frame and everything. So now we're going to go in on that drivetrain with our Muck Off drivetrain cleaner. Now we're going to go within the rag and just kind of clean off all the dirt and the grime that's been caked onto this chain here. We're just going to go through this a couple times. Okay, so with our drivetrain wiped down, we're going to go in and we're just going to give the rest of the bike a little bit of a detailing. Just get in those little nooks and crannies that the water didn't quite get everything out of. Next up, you just want to get anything that's maybe spilled over onto our brake rotors. So that we're going to use our little disc brake cleaner can here. I'm just going to give each rotor spray on both sides. And we can take our clean shop towels and just give them a little bit of a wipe down. Last but not least, once your bike is dry, there's a last step, which is to lube up your chain. Be on the lookout for a more in-depth video on that subject a little bit later. Also, once your bike is dry, now will be the time to go in with any sort of finishing spray, protective sprays or anything like that. My personal favorite is the Muck Off Silicone Shine, and that'll be it for cleaning your bike. That's a wrap, guys. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any more tips or tricks about cleaning your bike, leave them down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe and tune in every Thursday for a new video.